Memories. The human mind is full of them. We all remember countless events, dates, movies, words, numbers, anything. But does it ever seem like some memories just stick in your mind more than other memories do? For example, it's always easy to remember your phone number versus your buddies, or bad impressions stick better than good impressions. But, or at least I thought they did. But then I had this one personal experience, this one memory, where a bad impression actually gave me good things in the end and yielded a wonderful person into my life. Alright, so this terrible experience, it was a first date. And it was that time of year where, like, late spring, early summer, with it's not hot outside, the wind is kind of blowing, it's not humid, the songbirds are all chirping, and just everything is, it's really magical outside almost, you could say. But anyways, I had everything planned, from dinner to the first kiss. I knew what would be happening that night, I just could see it. Anyways, so this night, it finally came around, and I asked her to go out to the lake with me. And so she met me at the lake, and everything was going fine, it was going great. Night couldn't have gotten any better. I had a small canoe in the water actually, and I took her out to the small island where I had dinner set up and everything. And this wasn't any small dinner, this was a 5-star picnic dinner. Like, I was prepared. I knew her favorite was chicken Alfredo, so I decided to fix that. I got a little help from my sister, but everything was great, and it wound out being a spectacular meal. Or at least I thought it was. Okay, so we had sat down to dinner, and the candles that I'd set up, I'm like, this isn't candles, this is a nice picnic dinner. Like, I meant 5-star when I said that. The candles were flickering and blowing in the wind, and it was just great. And the sunset was happening, and it was pink and red in the sky, and the trees were just making this soft, brustling canopy. It was great. It was really romantic. But I was busy thinking about how magical this first date could be, and how I have this most amazing girl in school was just sitting across from me over on the other table. And I was so lost in thought that I heard this slight cough, and I didn't think anything of it. So I just kept eating and kept thinking about this girl and how amazing she was. But then I nervously glanced up because I didn't want to lock eyes with her. That was weird and nervous. But she was slowly sinking into her seat, and she was like clutching her throat in pain. And then I looked down at her bread, I looked down at her plate, and there's this half-eaten piece of garlic bread there, and I'm like, she has allergies. So literally like 10 seconds later, we are back in the canoe, and I'm paddling as fast and hard as I can just to get her back and safe somewhere so she doesn't die on the island from allergies. You know, great first date right there. But before we even reach shore, I just jump out and start carrying her all wet and stuff and climb into my truck, and we just take off towards the hospital. We get there in 5 minutes. It's close, nearby, little local thing. And the doctors take her in and start to treat her for her food allergies to garlic. I mean, garlic. How could you not figure that out? Everyone's allergic to garlic. But as soon as the doctors said she was going to be okay and that I could go see her, I went inside. She just looked at me and smiled. And I was kind of scared, so I walked over to her with my head bowed down really low, saying sorry so many times and just apologizing over and over. Out of the blue, she just grabbed my face and kissed me. Like, that's a kiss that you will never forget right there. It was just wonderful. Thankfully, she had a great sense of humor and just laughed the entire thing off and got on with life. However, that memory, that joyously painful memory, it's stuck with both of us to the end. Like, we are still together, and we can laugh about it every day because of that. That terrible first impression right there, that really helped us get to know each other and got to be together more. Admittedly, it wasn't a romantic first kiss out on this little island with sun setting behind me and the whole shebang like that I pictured. But first kiss in a hospital, like, can't beat that. That memory just kept us together and happy.